In a never-ending quest to introduce a new generation to orchestral music, to break down barriers, snobbery, class divides, I sometimes get ripped away from the place I love to somewhere I've never been before. Tokyo. I'm on one of these new Dreamliners. It's just awesome. Big windows, big TVs, and it's nice kind of lighting and stuff. But the thing that gets it for me is next to your seat, you've got a little cubby hole for all your leads and stuff, so you don't lose them. It's going to be a good flight. So I had an absolutely crazy day yesterday. Getting on my plane to Edinburgh, I got on the same plane as Gordon Brown, and then a woman completely bottled it, which meant the plane was delayed for 4 hours, which meant I missed my Tokyo flight, which meant I had to fly to an airport outside Tokyo, have an hour and a half journey into Tokyo, at which point this absolute killer itinerary that I've got, brilliantly organised by Grace and the Krypton team, kicked in, and I had 3 different meetings and ended the day with a marvellous chicken soup. So I'm in the Shiguro district, and an amazing hotel because the views from up here are pretty intense. So I've got my little mini rig with me, which is my MacBook Pro. It's the kind of the top one you can get, but it's not super pimped. I've got my key station, which is great because this fits literally into anything. It fits into my man bag. I have treated myself to bring my Behringer with me, which is kind of, I mean, this. If there's anything that I use that's kind of an extension of my kind of physical self, it's my Behringer pair of headphones. But then this is the thing that has enabled me to basically write TV series anywhere, on planes, on trains. It's a Samsung T3, and it is just sensational. It's a 2 terabyte drive that runs, and it's an SSD, and it runs faster than system drives from what I can see. So I have a slightly compressed version of my Spitfire library on it. So about half of it is samples, and then the rest I reserve for obviously the sequences, but also running picture. And then when I'm bouncing to picture, say for example with Inside Number 9, a half-hour show is roughly 1.5 gigabytes every time I create a new movie for the directors and Reese and Steve to look at. At home, I use the Blackmagic dock, and I have those rated. I have 2 of the docks, so I have 8 holes with a 2 terabyte drive in each. What really enables me to really shift huge amounts of data up and down Thunderbolt cables is SSD technology, and this has really changed the landscape for me. I mean, it just seemed like yesterday that about 4 years ago I had 5, maybe 6 PCs running as slaves with, you know, huge drives hanging off those. But with this Samsung, the world really genuinely is our oyster.